Nightcap with yours truly, Tlj, where the conversation is always strictly straight up with no chaser. Tonight we are at a cut above one of Detroit's finest barbershops, and we're going to go ahead and introduce all of our guests today. Right here at the end we have
Penelope.
All right, and we have
Elijah Blue.
And
Janine.
Miss P.
Miss P.
And Mr. Kenny Moore.
Mr. Kenny Moore, and of course, Tracy Jones. So tonight we're going to get into some barbershop talk. We're going to just kick it. Everybody ready?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So our first topic is going to be, tell me what the role of a wife or husband is within a marriage or relationship. I want to start off with the guys.
Start off with the guys.
Start off with the guys.
Well, you know, I believe that everybody also have their set roles. Okay, men and women both have our set little roles, whatever. But sometimes most women think that
Here you go.
when you tell them their role, that you're going to be a chauvinist. All right?
Okay. So when you say tell them their role, tell me what a woman's role is supposed to be.
We know to cook, clean, take care of the house, take care of the kids.
Wow.
Okay. And the man's role is to provide and financial support.
Right. Okay, so let me throw something in there. So these days, cook, clean, there's nothing wrong with that because that is true. I agree, those are women roles. However, if a woman has to also work and bring home some of the bacon, what does the man's role become at that point?
Well, you know what? It depends on her schedule and your schedule.
Okay.
Because y'all should always try to compromise. All right. Because one day, so if she's off early, all right. If she's home before you, then sure, she can do that.
Right.
Run
And
the house.
if you're home, but if the husband's home before.
Exactly. And then, like, you know, she should cook, clean, do the same thing, etc.
Okay. All right. So you sure about that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. I'm just saying, we talking.
I got a different perspective with the same thing. I think it's tailored to your particular needs. I think it's 50-50 your way, 50-50 my way. You got to be a little proactive, but I think it should be balanced, so it's tailored to your needs. So as long as no one's being lazy. But as far as role, it's support.
Support, period.
Where it's needed.
I like that. I like that. What you
I
think?
agree with the fellas as well. You know, a lot of times the women are the ones bringing home the money. You know, so the fellas need to get in where they fit in. A lot of fellas nowadays are unable to get a job. You know, they have their jobs. They're bringing home something. They're doing something. However, it's
Might not be
that
that
woman.
401k.
Exactly. It's that woman that's going out there with the 401k, with the credit,
Right.
with the all that, and you know.
So you think the roles are sort of reversed a little bit
They are.
these days? Now,
they really are.
that's a good subject. So with the roles being reversed these days, do you think that just because a woman may just say, let's say the roles are reversed, and she brings home the most money, and he's at home, do you think that the women these days take that to another level as far as taking away from the man's manhood at the same time?
Well, first of all, a man shouldn't be at home.
There you go.
No.
I mean, first of all, someone has to work.
Well,
Whether you have a dual income or not.
You're right.
Now, if you're a house husband, I mean, I don't understand it, but if that's what's going on, that's what's going on.
Well, you know, it depends, because if you've been laid off or whatever, you know what I'm saying, or if...
Well, that's different.
That's totally different. You still have income.
Exactly, or if like you're hurt, you know what I'm saying, you can't actually work, but you can just stay at home and take care of it. As long as you're doing something, okay, that's all that should matter.
Okay.
Exactly.
Well, the amount of money you should make shouldn't matter anyway.
No, absolutely not.
A woman should still treat you like the man.
Exactly.
See, that's
You
what I
should
was
handle
saying.
the books. The only reason you shouldn't be handling the books is if you drop the ball. That's
Exactly.
how I look at it.
That's how you look at so the man
So
should
if I
have.
drop the
What you
ball,
think,
I don't have
Janine?
a problem just bringing the money home.
Janine?
I think it's up to the two individuals.
It's up to them, whatever
Yeah,
whatever works
they
for them.
decide to do in their relationship.
So it's just up to them.
Well,
Whatever
someone
they
has
do.
to quarterback it.
Exactly.
Someone has to quarterback
Well,
the
I
relationship.
agree. My
When I'm
opinion.
handing it off to you, I'm running the show. Someone has to quarterback.
I respect that. I think now my opinion is I think that the man should, regardless of who's bringing home the money, should always be the quarterback. Now, it's nothing wrong with him being a quarterback. I think a lot of women have a problem with the assumption that because he's supposed to be the head of the team, that means a bad thing. He's supposed to. That's what he was made for.
Well, because
So
you
I have a
know...
problem with that. What do you think? Let me get something from Ms. P.
Well, the old me always, traditionally speaking, took on a woman's quote unquote role. Cooking, cleaning, waiting on my man, hand and foot,
Right.
24/7, and holding the job down.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
At this point, the new me is like, if he can cook, clean, rub my back, massage me and all that, thank you. I want it all. At this point in time, because I raised 7 children,
Okay.
and I did take care of a man like that.
So right now it's your turn.
At this point in time, yeah, I would share my kitchen. I'll share my laundry and my body, and I mean, we
All right,
can
now
do
she-
each other.
She said body too. So
I'm just saying,
that's
it ain't all about you.
It's not.
I need something. Take care of me too.
Okay.
So it depends on the circumstances. It
So-
depends on, I got your back, do you got mine?
So do you think that with the way relationships are these days, as far as not working out, women, men thinking women are not doing what they're supposed to do, vice versa, is it because you think that women have gotten to the point where they feel like they do too much, or they've given too much and it's time for it to be given back? Because that's what it sounds like. Okay.
Yes, I do.
So, do you think at a certain point in a relationship that if you have that woman that does all those things that she's supposed to do you think it's a point in a relationship where you say, you know what, she's doing too much? Do you see that as a man or woman saying, you know what, it's too much on her plate, let me take something off?
Most definitely. You have to be proactive and you have to be alert of what's going on.
I guess they compromise.
So, yeah, you have to pay attention to your woman. She has to pay attention to you.
Yeah.
The messed up part is, part of it is you meet women who have never really met men, whether it worked out or it didn't work out. If you
I
get with a
agree.
man, you leave with more than what you came, whether it's mentally, physically, or financially. You should
That's
learn
true.
from your man, but when you learn from knuckleheads, you getting your game from knuckleheads.
Exactly.
So now when you see a man, you don't even know how to dress him because you have a messed up complex with
Wow.
him. That's how I look
All
at
right,
it.
drop the mic.
Yeah, yeah. Women, please stop listening to y'all friends who ain't got no man. All right,
Oh my God.
I'm serious.
Well, you know what?
Yeah,
Here
that's,
we go.
that's
Well,
a big thing.
well,
See, you don't got no man.
I don't even think it's the women who don't have men. I think it's women who don't know what you're talking about, who are upset that you have something good. Because some women
They
who
do.
don't have a man will tell you the truth. Because I'm gonna tell you the truth if I have a man or not.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. If you're wrong, you're wrong. If he's wrong, he's wrong. I'm gonna keep it real. But all women don't do that.
You have to learn how to share though. Some women are sharing with little girls. I don't care how old you are. You
Exactly.
share with a woman, she's gonna be confident for you.
Because
Most women, I've dated younger women. My past situation, I had a younger woman. When we had our outs, the first thing she would do is go to her friend, and they were young-minded. And the first thing they want to do is go have a drink and bash me.
Yeah.
But I grew up in a household where I seen 7 strong women, where a real friend would come pray with you, cook you a meal, and talk to you about it, rather than put you in an environment where you're vulnerable to other things.
Say pray. That's
There
what
you
I'm
go.
saying.
You know what? That's
You're
major.
sharing with the wrong
That's
people.
major.
Mhm.
That's major.
Same thing. I would offer my buddy a burger before I offer him a beer. That's just me.
Right.
So,
I respect that. That makes a lot of sense. But the problem is with that, it seems like these days that type of thought is extinct. It's like people don't think like that anymore. People don't think that when you're in a relationship that you have to be a partner. There's no such thing as team anymore. You know, nobody wants to be a team. Everybody needs to feel like I have to, like when we say define roles. Roles seem to be put in this type of way, in a level when it shouldn't be. Because when you're on a team, you're on a team. Yes, LeBron is the star of the Cavs, but he has a team. Yes, Steph Curry can drop the threes, but he has a team. You have to have a team, and when it's a team, that's when everything works through. I don't think that these days people believe in teamwork the way it used to be.
not at all.
no.
Because if you look around, relationships end just like a drop of a
And
hat.
a lot of the problem with the relationships ending is because the woman is bringing home the bread, she disrespects her man as a man.
Belittles him.
Belittles him.
Yeah,
And
see, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I've seen that a lot.
But that's
You
because
know
he's
why?
not taking up his part.
But
She's
no, but
at work
still.
all day.
No,
He
but-
should
But
be
then leave
home
him alone.
Cooking
Yeah,
or
that's my thing.
cleaning or
Exactly.
doing
I
something.
agree.
Where you
understand.
leave them, okay?
Yeah.
Because you see, a lot of women, and then a lot of men, or whatever, we do things, or whatever, where basically, okay, from a man or whatever, like if we have a woman, okay, and she just got her hand out all the time, just gimme. That gets old after a while. Like, we like to feel like we in charge a lot, but nobody wants to feel like, okay.
But is that women, or is that the choice of women that you pick? Just like he said, if you deal with a knucklehead,
Yeah, exactly.
and that's what you deal with. But if you, same thing with women.
Exactly.
A lot of men don't know how to treat a good woman. See, a good woman these days, or a real one, what I consider a good woman is my opinion, it has it hard these days. Because there's so many women out here who will tolerate everything, who will give everything, and who doesn't expect anything at all. So when you expect something, or you expect respect or patience and to be courted, you're looked at as you're high maintenance. I take high maintenance all day.
Oh, you set the bar all day.
What I am.
You have to set
So
the bar.
know that.
Yeah.
You have to.
But we go in a lot of situations with our eyes wide shut.
Yeah. Yeah.
We know the flesh is
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we do know.
Most of the time, you live what you learn. And if you don't learn anything, meaning if you don't educate yourself, if you don't read, if you don't learn about relationships, you disrespect other people. You dishonor other people.
Lash out.
You don't ever recognize what they do.
Yeah.
You don't appreciate it. You devalue them.
Right.
You talk down. You condemn men, women,
Right.
many times.
Absolutely.
Condemn men.
Absolutely. I can say this. I think it's about, some of those situations about being happy with yourself. When I was married, I wasn't happy at all.
That's right.
And because I wasn't happy at all, I know I didn't treat him the way he should have been treated, and vice versa.
And it was about
And,
you, not
and,
him.
right, and vice versa. There wasn't a team at that time. So I think the problem is, and before the marriage, you know these things. Like you said, you go into a situation with your eyes wide shut. We make decisions knowing it's the wrong decision.
We know
Knowing
communication is
You have to be more logical and less emotional at sometimes.
See, but you know what? I'm gonna say something about women. We have to work on that aspect, because we allow emotions to mess up our logic. I'm not gonna say mess it up. We see it, but we use that emotion to say it's not there, or we don't see it as clear as we do.
You have to have it in a good harmony.
Yeah.
Emotions are very good because they tell us sometimes we need to leave a place or something is about to
Oh,
happen.
instincts
that's
are
not
serious.
emotion.
That's instinct.
That's not emotion.
But
Instinct.
see, the emotion will make you stay.
That's not
The
emotion.
instinct is what gives you, like, you know, it's not where you're supposed to be. But if you will think about, if that guy is there that you want to see and you want to be with him, you'll stay there knowing that you have that feeling. It happens all the time. I have so many women who ask me questions, like about a guy or in a relationship, and when they ask the question, I'm thinking to myself, are you serious? Because you're saying exactly your answer in your question, but they don't want their real answer. Everybody doesn't want their real answer. You know. So when it comes to roles in relationships, how many people up here are married or in a relationship?
I'm married.
Relationship. Okay. So when it comes to your relationship, what is it that you can tell someone out here that is single that you do or that you've changed in your life that makes it work?
Basically listening, just listen, understand. We all tend to judge so quickly. I would say you have to, everybody thinks differently, everybody does differently. We all been created by one, but differently.
Absolutely.
And it just really makes sense to communicate with who you're with and be patient and understand what they're going through. Because a lot of us are going through so much. So many are, like my honey, he tells me all the time, he really appreciates me standing by him as he goes through his down moments and his down times. A lot of sisters, he said all the time, you are very rare, baby. A lot of sisters don't do that.
Okay.
They're so quick to
That's
kick a
true.
man to the curb when he's down.
You know what? That was funny.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
And I
My
stick
question
by
of the
him.
day that we're gonna talk about at the end is exactly about that.
I stick
We're
by
good.
him. Stick by him.
I appreciate that. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up for this session. We'll be right back shortly. Welcome back to the Nightcap with yours truly, Tracy Jones. We're gonna go ahead and talk about the next topic, which is going to be cheating. These days it seems like cheating is in everything. We talk about scandal, love and hip hop, Grey's Anatomy, anything that's on TV, Empire, cheating is a major part of it and people love it. Think about Power. Power is a major TV show and it's based around him selling drugs, but yet he's cheating, and that's some of the intrigue. Is it the new norm? Do you think it is?
Well, you know what? They glorify everything these days. I mean, cheating, you know, the whole homosexuality thing.
Well, we're not going to talk about that.
I know that, but I'm just saying how like they just glorify everything. I mean, that sells TV. Sex sells, okay?
Okay, but not just TV. We're talking about period in life. Is cheating the new norm?
Absolutely. Because, see, now everybody, okay, people now are more sexual than ever, all right? Because, you see, like back in our parents' days or whatever, you know, like everyone wore like a long skirt, it was covered up, wasn't
I think
any...
I can be sexual in a long skirt.
Well, yeah, you could.
It wasn't out in the open.
But it wasn't out in the open, though.
What, sex?
It wasn't out in the open.
Yes.
No, it was not.
People want that.
But nowadays, so everybody got tramp stamps, you know what I'm saying? Man, everybody's sexy now.
But what does that have to do with cheating? What does that have to do with cheating? Because you can't...
Well, you know, the flesh is weak.
Is it really that weak, though?
Absolutely.
I don't think it's as weak as we make it seem. I think that everybody has temptation, but I think when you get to a certain point, if you're not strong enough to say that I'm not going to go past this point, then I don't think it's the flesh. I don't think is you know, we just human. I think it's a choice at that point.
Well, you know, that's
And I think people make a lot, well, human beings make choices, absolutely. You're either going to choose this way or that way. It's an actual choice. I think today people make it seem okay to make the choice to cheat. I think that when you look at everything, and I love Scandal, don't get it twisted. It's one of my favorite shows. I love all of those shows, and I love, you know, relationships, but people feel these days, if you can see it in the statistics, marriages, relationships, normally 99% of the time, somebody's doing something outside of the box. And it seems like it's okay. Now, my question is, when it comes to cheating, we all talk about, a lot of women always say, you know, there are no good men cheat, or he's done this to me. Now, is allowing cheating, and when I say allowing, when you forgive someone for cheating more than one time, is that considered a pass?
Well, you really can't.
I think it's a pass. Some women would think it's a pattern because they forgave him once. Now, back to what he was piggybacking off what he said, I think he's saying it's more inviting. The temptation is there.
Exactly.
Oh, I agree.
People are cheating because they're not satisfied with what they have at home, or they just want what they want. It's a microwave generation.
Exactly.
Everybody wants what they want now.
Right now.
But I think the reason people cheat because you really don't have what you're supposed to have.
Exactly. And plus nowadays, you know, all right, and saying what he's saying or whatever, I mean, and he's right, because a lot of times, whatever, when like people cheat, you know, like with men or whatever, you know, like a lot of times we get to cheat on like a female or whatever, and it don't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? If she a booty call, she a one night stand, whatever,
Right.
goes for her. Now, a woman, if she cheats, a lot of times she's emotionally involved and she was really like
At
that.
times, now sometimes women are doing it, men are doing
But
it.
nowadays, they just as bad as we are.
Well, let
But
me
it's
say
real.
They
this.
just as bad as
Do
we
you
are.
think that's the reason why?
No, I mean, I think people just want what they want.
Exactly.
Well, let me say
So,
this.
That patience
now
and
that you
commitment.
say that people
It's not
want what
nowadays.
they want, and the question was or is cheating the new norm? I think it goes beyond that. I think that there is an open marriage thing going on. Where people, it's so excitable for people, and it's a thrill, and maybe even people are getting turned on and excited that somebody else is interested in their significant other or spouse or whatever it is, that people have decided that they're comfortable in an open marriage. So now we've got not just this thing about, what's the question again? Cheating, but rather, let's just
Do us.
play on each other.
Exactly.
So I'll play on you, you play on me, we play on one another, and what's next? So
So,
God is left
open
out of the
marriage.
picture.
Oh, well, see, yeah, that's the major thing. So open marriages. Now.
That's another
question-
subject. I
Yeah,
know
yeah,
that
we
wasn't
can,
the
no, we can
but I'm
go
just taking
into
it to
that.
another level.
Yeah, but we can go
because-
into that.
Yeah.
Because that is another part of it.
And
Because
a lot of
that's
people
just
are
me
doing
talking
that.
about allowing. I think people are in their open marriage when you allow or when you've accepted somebody back. And when I say forgive and forgive, people can forgive and forget, but that does not necessarily mean you have to be with that person still. So when you've had someone cheat on you a number of times and you continue to be with them, is that not just an open marriage that you just haven't said was an open marriage?
You don't have
Well, it
courage enough to
depends.
speak up and put it on the table.
Exactly.
Because
I've
it
been there
depends.
before.
Because
So,
open marriage is like
definitely.
two people have to cheat, already, in order for it to be an open marriage. You see, open
Why?
marriage don't
No,
mean
not so.
just one person
Yeah,
cheating.
why?
She referred
That's
back
open
to
marriage.
It
Because
No.
means I'm not
Cheating.
committed. It means that I can do what I like
But
to
you
do.
gotta be con-
If
hold
you
on.
have other interests, you can pursue those other interests. If I have other interests, I
Exactly.
can pursue my other interests. And maybe even we could do a menage a
all
trois.
right, see, she be
Okay.
stuck in
Because
that.
that's
Right,
open.
right.
But that's
real.
that's
That's
No,
all.
I'm just keeping it
It's
real.
not cheating,
That's
everybody
what's
knows.
going on
Exactly.
today. Now,
That's
that's
exactly
really
what's
what's going on today. And people are, if I like a woman, I see her, I like her, and I'll bring her into our relationship. That's what's going on today.
But
That's
But
what
it still
a lot
takes
of-
two.
And
now
listen,
that does, because
Oh,
you
it
don't
takes
have
two.
to.
Always.
That's
You
what
don't
open
have to
marriage
allow
is
it.
when two people are consensual about having other partners. That's what open marriage is.
Well,
Not just like
If you
one
go back
person
to Roman times,
getting
kings
in.
had a wife and many.
But
many
now
women.
let's talk
And that
about
was
that.
open.
Absolutely. Now let's talk about that. When
That's
it
what
comes,
you
open
can
is
handle.
open.
That's- see,
means
that's the
that
key.
You agree.
that's the key,
You
though.
agree that
But
we're
hold on one
both. We're
second.
both.
But that's the key.
Having as much as you can have.
Okay, see, let me tell you who said something. Floyd Mayweather said something on his documentary before he went to jail. 30 days to May something. Before he went to jail, he had a documentary. And Floyd Mayweather has, well, at that time had like 4 girlfriends. He has a main girlfriend, and he had 3 others. They were all in different states. Now, they were talking to him about this, and they said, do you think you're wrong for that? He said, well, a long time ago I heard that you should be able, if you can take care of them all and they're all happy, then that should be okay. And the girl was sitting next to me, and she said, well, that was fine. Now, my point to exactly what I'm saying, is that not the new norm? Because back in the day, that conversation wouldn't have happened openly that way.
No, the conversation wouldn't have happened openly, but Hugh Hefner been doing it for years and nobody said anything to him.
Well, that is absolutely true. I agree.
Exactly.
However,
But
people
they
can-
used to have a certain amount of respect. Game was
Exactly.
different at the same time.
Yeah,
The wife
yeah,
and the mistress
yeah.
could sit at the same table and nothing would happen.
Exactly.
And nobody would say anything. Or if your wife would actually help you
but
out.
what was the difference?
To help you
But
cover
what
your
was
shit
the
up.
difference back then? What was the difference back then?
They knew
The
what-
commitment.
No,
The
not
commitment was different.
only
The
that.
commitment in the family structure was
God
definitely
is
different.
left out. That's
No.
the difference.
Well, when it
God
comes, well,
is
this is
left
not a new
Okay,
thing.
look.
My point is, the thing that was different back then is that those men were taking care of both of those homes. Those ladies didn't even have to deal with each other.
Not at all.
These
Exactly.
days, yeah.
Because he took care of it.
Well, the Muslim,
but see,
the
but the
Muslim
thing
men feel like
does
they've
that
been
now.
taking care of their women for, and they can have as many
But that's
wives.
in their
But
religion,
that's a
though.
religion.
That's
That's
in their
something
religion,
different. We're
though.
not gonna step into the religion because that's gonna take us to a whole
Yeah, we
nother
just talking about people's
Yeah.
preference.
But we're
I
talking
talk
about
all day.
preferences.
Okay.
When it comes to preferences, if that's your choice, the difference is men did that back then, and the reason why women back then accepted it because they could stay at home, they were taken care of, and all those things. My problem is, don't think you're going to cheat on me, and I gotta go to work every day. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. If I have to struggle and help pay these bills and clean this house, you better have me a maid. I better have Consuela to come in here and clean up this house. If you plan on having somebody else, you can't do that. See, that's the problem. I think men have gotten it twisted. If that's what you want to do, to be a player, back in the day means you took care of your business. Being a player don't mean you sleep with a lot of people. Being a player means you're taking care of whoever you sleep with. And if you can't do that, then you need to figure it out.
You said as long as he's taking care of you.
No. Let's go backwards. I didn't say me. I didn't say me because I didn't say me. But back in the day, that's the way it used to be.
And
That's the reason why they tolerated those
We actually
things.
have a client.
These days, they don't do that. They want to cheat and they don't have a job.
Yeah, we actually have a
I
They
can't
always
even
the best women, though.
I can't.
But the thing
No,
is-
they don't.
It's true.
Let's not- listen.
Most men who
Well,
go
listen
with
to
it, the
me.
best one.
But see, but why is that the best one? Why would
You know,
that?
you know, it's sad.
That's a
It's sad, but they won't.
commentary.
No.
But they
Let's
can't
say
have
it.
it. It's sad, but it's true.
That's my
It
point.
is.
But
It's
let me
sad,
say-
but it's true.
Let me say this to you. Why would you want to be? Why would the best woman be somebody who would want to take care of a broke man? Why would you want that to be the best woman? Why is that your?
But the thing, I'm
People-
Stand by a man.
Hold
Let's see.
on, hold on.
People
But let me
come out
talk,
of
though.
abuse and they continue that cycle.
Exactly.
But wait a
And
minute.
so what they do is feel like unless they're being abused,
Right.
they're not being
But that's not the best
loved.
woman. That's my point, exactly what he's saying. And you're saying standing by your man. So standing by your man and taking care of your man is two completely different things.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
I just wanted to make
That's
sure.
a two-way
you know
street
what?
though, because financial gain doesn't mean anything.
Oh, absolutely.
You
Well, I'm
can
gonna
miss
tell you
one
something.
8-bedroom house.
That's true.
Is
But
that
I don't need to
still
be. I don't need to be in an 8-bedroom house.
And Tracy, we have a client that comes in here and he's very bodacious about speaking on how in the past he took care of his women, not woman,
Women.
his wife and his other women and his mistresses. And he said, I have a woman that's coming in, her flight is coming in, and I took care of my wife, and the fireplace is lit, and there's food in the refrigerator, and she's got a fabulous place.
So go ahead.
She has nothing to complain about. She knows I'm going to pick up my other woman.
Yeah, so that's deep.
And so look, why should she complain?
Well,
Okay.
you know what? I think.
Okay, and then guess what?
Well, let
And
me
he
say
calls
this.
himself the lover, and I won't say his name, but
Don't say
Yes, please. Well, you've already said enough. Let me say this.
I ain't gonna put him out there. But he'll tell you. But if he comes in here, I promise he'll tell you his name.
Well, let me say this when it
He
comes
will.
to that.
He's
I
proud
think
of
it's
that.
all about
He's proud
the
of that.
woman when it comes to, or not even just the woman, the man as well. I have a certain, I won't say level of respect. I would say my choice is I can't deal with somebody just because they have money. Because if that was the case, I would probably be rich, and so would probably a number of other people here.
Well,
I think that, well, see, everybody's not like that. Everybody doesn't have to have a connection with the person they're dealing with as long as they're taking care of it.
There's a lot of
That marries out, though.
mortgages
Absolutely.
to the kids.
To the kids.
You know what? But that runs off.
To the subdivision, you married to your lifestyle.
Alcoholics
And that's why they go
and
cheat.
lonely and
Definitely.
whatever.
Yeah.
That's what people are doing now.
And
Like, this a
really
good look,
is.
this a good look. Let's come
Exactly.
together, build this, and I'm
And
gonna
then
go do
that's
this, and you go do that.
So
And
it
I
is-
know a lot of people
So
that's doing
coming
that.
back to what I said, it sounds like
That's
it
married
is
to the
new norm.
situation.
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah.
It's not like the man you're right.
And it goes right back to who that
Oh,
person
no.
is.
That's my point exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Well,
doesn't make right, but I think it's, like you said, it's about who wants what in whatever their relationship. If that's what you choose to do, that's fine and dandy. However, when it comes to dealing with a woman, I'm speaking from a woman's point of view. When you deal with a woman who's not going to tolerate it, who's not going to deal with it, it seems that they consider you, again, high maintenance or hard to deal with,
Well,
or those type of things. Oh yeah,
Not my book.
but see, not in your book. But
You set the
when
bar, I
I say,
respect that.
when
I
I
respect
say
the
they
bar,
can't get
whatever
there,
bar you
right?
set.
Exactly.
They can't get there
But
right.
that's why I say those type of situations make it hard for women who don't deal with that. And again, I don't knock your hustle or your game if that's what you do, because that's what you do. And if you're doing it, be great at what you do. However, when it comes to men dealing with women who don't tolerate that, it's hard for women who don't deal with that, who's not going to just give you some on the first date, who's not going to just say it's okay for you to just come to my house and we're going to have this we're going to do this little 30-second quickie, real quick, and you're going about your business. Well, 30 it's some 30
That sounds
seconds. It's
alright.
a 30 second video here.
That sounds alright.
However,
I mean, that's what you want.
so
Oh my God.
with that being said,
That's good.
it's a lot of people who don't know how to accept a woman who doesn't tolerate that. And when you get pegged as, like I said, high maintenance or somebody who's hard to deal with. Okay, so we're going to go ahead to our next session. We'll be right back shortly. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We're going to finish up tonight with the question of the day. I'm going to read the question and then I'm going to give you the answer. Question of the day. I am in a relationship with a great guy, Tracy. He's a great dad and father figure to my daughter, but I'm not attracted to him at all anymore. It's things that occur within the relationship that has made me not so attracted to him anymore. The fact that he doesn't put in time and effort into himself anymore, and the sex has become boring. The problem is he lost his job. He had a good paying job. Now he has a job that pays half of that. And his children have come to live with us. He has 3 children as well. I know that it may sound bad. However, I don't think that I want to be in this relationship anymore. Do you think that I'm wrong? All right, so let me say this. Based upon what you put in here, starting off, you said you have a great guy in your life. He loves you. You loved him at one time, and he takes care of you and your child. Your child, as if your child was his own. I think if you have a great man and he's doing those great things, why are you questioning the relationship now? Is it because he no longer is able to take care of you because he lost that good paying job? Is the money the reason why you're not attracted anymore? I think what you have to do is you have to ask yourself the real question. You need to look in the mirror because you sound a bit selfish at this point. Yes, you know, you probably don't want to take care of 3 additional kids, but he took care of your child as if your daughter was his own. He has 3 children. They're part of him. Everything was good up until he lost his job, based upon what you put in this letter. I think that it's selfish. However, you have your right to be selfish. Don't pretend to be with him any longer because he is a good man and another woman can have him. But when you make this decision, realize that he may get on again. He may get another good job. And when you do leave him, there may be somebody else waiting for him. Not there may be, there will be somebody else waiting for him. Are you going to be able to find a good man like you found in him again? So the question lies within you. That's not a question I can answer for you. You already know the answer. To me, I don't think you deserve that man because when he was up, you were with the team. Now he's down, you're no longer down for him. You know, we as women have to learn how to stick by our men. And when I say stick by him, I don't mean if he's not doing anything and he just doesn't want to, you know, pursue any potentials in life. Clearly this man had a goal, and maybe things are different because a man, when he's not able to take care of his family, that hurts his ego. So maybe that's changing the way he's acting. So what I would suggest to do, if you're true to him and you really did love him, or you really do love him, then maybe you need to talk to him because he may need that ego stroked. He may need a little bit of love and a little bit of patience until he gets back on, and then things will be right again. But if you truly don't want to be with him anymore, let him go and let another woman have him. I'm sure there are plenty out there that would want him. So I wish you luck in whatever you do. Thank you for tuning in to the Nightcap.